Man, welcome to the Comedy Report. I am your reporter, Oak Summers, with Larry Loke Smith. Loke and Oak, baby. What's
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey man, we packed today, man. We got to make this weekly, baby. Look, we're gonna show the news in the real way. I said this earlier. I said, man, we're gonna be what the Daily Show was when they still had Stewart. You know what I'm saying? When it was still real news before it became all liberal propaganda. You know what I mean? Let's get it, baby. All right.
What is it call it? A dark humor approach to this shit.
After just one season. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. So y'all saw the thumbnail, man. We on and popping. Look, let's start this off with the story about the cop that cops. You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Man, dude, it's so funny, and people really want to have us give faith to the system that's part of the corruption. It just fucking kills me, bro.
All right, let's go through the story first. A California police union director is being charged with importing opioids, including fentanyl, disguised as chocolate and wedding favors. Yo, shout out to her for the creativity, though.
Getting them in the mail, baby.
The executive director of a police union in California has been placed on leave and is facing federal charges after allegedly importing drugs from overseas and distributed them throughout the country. Yo, this bitch thinks she Boston George, yo.
Man, I gotta give her a you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
on the iPhone,
Shout out to that. All right, Marian Segovia, age 64, ordered thousands of synthetic opioids, including Valeral fentanyl, that were disguised as chocolates, wedding favors, and makeup, according to the criminal complaint filed Monday in the office of the United States Attorney. Real quick, bro. Real quick. You know what that just reminded me of?
What's up?
Hold on. We're gonna come back to the story. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna show you what that reminded me of. Watch this. I didn't even think about this till just now because I didn't read it. Had I read it, I'd have thought about this earlier. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, bro. Oh, they doing me dirty. Jack Nick. Remember when yo, we was kids, yo.
Want to know exactly
Watch
what's in your
this,
P.O. box without calling or getting in the car? Wouldn't it be great?
Let me challenge you with a little piece I did. Bob?
You must be joking.
Hey, remember this? On the on the 1989 Jack Nicholson Batman when the Joker was putting all his drugs in lipstick.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking? Listen, we mustn't compare ourselves to regular people. We're artists. For instance, let me challenge you with a little piece I did. Bob, Alicia, you will take pictures and record my work. You will join me in the avant-garde of the new aesthetic.
Jack, you said I could watch you improve the paintings.
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
Why is she wearing a mask?
Well, she's just a sketch, really. Alicia, sit down. Show the lady why you wear the mask. You've seen this veil. Alicia's been made over in line with my new philosophy, so now, like me, she's a living work of art.
Yo, that's all we can show, bro, because copyright. But,
Huh?
but yeah, that's what it reminded me of, bro. When it was like, yo, she putting the drugs in the makeup. I was like, yo, I've heard that before. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, shit. No, but if you look, I was looking a little bit into this right here, man. All right, so look, they're talking about 61 packages at her San Jose residence. So we're just saying one spot, right? Within 8 years. That means she was
Hey,
getting
which one is that? Is that on Ski Pop or is that the San
SK
Jose?
Pop, yeah.
All
SK
right.
Pop.
I want everybody to be able to follow us along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she's saying, okay, so this is what they just popped her on. So you always just gotta, it's kind of like a body count of a bro. No.
Oh, shut right. Hold on, let's go down to where they talking about it.
so so it's saying that she was there for 20 years and she got on the radar 8 years ago, right? And per her complaint, it's 13 packages. Wait, hold on. 13 page
Hold on,
61
wait. Before you go there,
packages within 8 years. So
we
that's
gonna get there.
7.5 packages.
We gonna get
How
there. We
much,
gonna get there. We gonna
man?
get there. We gonna get there. Slow down. See, man, look, this is why you suck as a reporter. This is why you need a co-anchor, bro. Cause you be telling the information, people don't know the story. All right, so look, she's been the grandma of the police officer association. This is not the person we've known. The person who has worked with the fallen officers' families, organized fundraisers for our officers' kids, just not who we've known over the decade, right? Let's check this out. Oh, they got a video. Let's check out
Okay.
the
I
let's
didn't
check out
check the
the
video. I didn't check out the video. Hold on.
yeah, let's check out the video. Hold on, I'm about to share it again. I gotta put the audio on. I ain't had the audio on. Let's check out the video. Save us a little time.
This story is maybe my favorite of the day. Here we go. This is a local news report from KRON 4 in the Bay Area. And
Yeah, I thought this was official news, man. We ain't gonna play this. Yeah, they doing what we doing. All right, so in the 13 page compliant. That's a weird name for it. That's kind of weird. Compliant. Because she was not compliant at all. Anyway, in the 13-page complaint filed by the federal authorities, Joanne Marian Segovia received 61 packages at her San Jose residence between October 2015 and January 2023 from various countries, including Canada, India, and China. According to
Bricks.
BRICS, hey, she off the US dollar already, baby. She already off the US dollar. All right. According to prosecutors, the shipments were marked as dietary supplements, wedding party favors, cosmetics, chocolates, and other items to cover the illegal drugs. However, the packages consisted of various synthetic deadly opioids and even tapentadol used to treat the pain caused by nerve damage and diabetes. Damn. All right. The feds found out about Joanne's, I ain't gonna keep trying to say her last name, about Joanne's secret operation when they looked into a network in India that was known to ship drugs into the country. Damn, she got popped off by them niggas off Fiverr, yo. That's crazy. Fiverr got her popped off. All right. As per the complaint, Homeland Security authorities found texts from the network that talked about Jay and had an address in San Jose with words 180 pills Soma, 500 milligrams. Although Segovia worked for the police union before her suspension, she's not known to have a background in frontline law enforcement.
So she
So
knew the
she knew
back
the
end
back
and
end
worked
and
this.
worked. Yeah, man. In Feb 2023, she was interviewed by the feds about her involvement, and even then, she continued to order drugs. Shout out to her. She ain't no quitter. She is not a quitter, sir. The feds came at her door. She was like, "Fuck it, B. I'm doing this, son." Shout out to her. As per the Daily Beast, on March 15th, investigators got hold of a package addressed to her in Kentucky and seized it. The package was labeled clock and was from China, containing disassembled clock parts with white adhesive patch stickers on which a fentanyl-related substance was found. The agent, hey, hold on, she switched her whole operation to Kentucky though. She a kingpin for real. The agent wrote in the complaint. I believe that Segovia stopped ordering controlled substances from her previous supplier after the first Homeland Security agents interviewed her in February and began to order controlled substances from a new supplier who's shipping from China. Prosecutors also stated that the complaint that Joanne texted someone using a country code from India on WhatsApp between January 2020 and March this year. In a statement issued to television station Kron, the mayor of San Jose, Mac Mahan, said this is an incredibly disturbing allegation. He says, I want to thank what
I just want to interject real quick.
this end the story.
When the boys started off, when the boys wrong, she went digital. I would have went fucking. I'm just saying.
Here's my thing. When the feds talk to you and you get to walk home, just stay home. You know what I mean?
Hang up the jersey.
When the feds give you a courtesy call, like, look, we've been watching you for 3 years. We know all your connects. We got your whole timeline set up. We know everybody you talk to on the phone. Like, this is the Patriot Act at work right here. Like, we know every phone call, every text, every WhatsApp, every Facebook. Like, we got
you, dude. That's you know what? That's going into shit. We don't got it on topic, but TikTok bill. Dude, that's Patriot Act on fucking steroids. Hold on, I'm getting nasty. Are you getting feedback over there?
Nah, but you're going in and out, so it might be your mic.
Hold on.
Yeah, so man, when the feds come to your door and say we got you, and we know we got you, you know what I'm saying? And they put their guns together and hit you in the balls and say, do you want to go to jail or do you want to go home? You know what I'm saying? The right answer is, I want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Is there much feedback now?
I don't know. You might talk long enough, but yeah, yeah. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? This look like pretty much the same information that we had from the other one, the San Jose. But she from San Jose, so you know San Jose had to show up. But it looked like the same information. We're not going to be the dead horse.
Yeah, see, now the San Jose one, I figured like this one's going to be more like how do I say it? Milk toast. They're not going to give us much.
Now they do all. One thing I will say that the San Jose shared that the other ones didn't is she gave them permission to indict her. That's crazy.
Bro.
Right here when it says, there we go. In February interview with Homeland Security, the complaint said the that Jay insisted that she ordered the supplements and there was nothing unusual or out the ordinary about it. She also claimed to work for the police department and told agents she had no idea why her name and address were found in the phone of a suspected drug trafficker. Yo, the trafficker gave her up, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dirty game.
oh man, they gave up that little white woman, man.
Amazing.
Drug trafficker got her pop. That's crazy.
See, that's the thing that's crazy. See, when she's talking about hold on. The supplement. See, man, dude, this is just. I'm telling you, there's something big. She used some mags overseas. They went on some shit. You know how they always talk about China push fentanyl.
Yes, sir.
This is some other shit. I mean, because I'm breaking down the number, right? And what she's charging with the other article is basically 1.5 pounds of fentanyl. Those numbers don't make up. Why would she risk 1.5 pounds and 7.6 transactions within her 8-year career?
So she did 8 transactions in 3 years, and she came up with 1.5 pounds. That means
8 years. 8 years.
8 years. 8 transactions in 8 years. That's 1 transaction a year, basically. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they say in the complaint.
This is nowhere near a kingpin, yo. This is nowhere near a kingpin. That is, and she's 64 years old, man. That is crazy.
She hit it pretty good. That's all I gotta say.
You know what it sounds like to me? Like she had a habit. And the reason I say that is because to know the disposition of a toddler, what toddlers do is they blame everything on somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she blamed it on her health.
Yeah, on our housekeeper. Right here it says it says, man, she has people that could be helped. Yeah, I know. I just saw it. That's why I just, you know, it says it's still an echo. Let me make sure it's not me. I got echo cancellation on my side, so.
All right. Yeah.
All right. All right. So what it says is, she says, she later told them the orders were for another woman whom she identified as a family friend and housekeeper who suffered from a substance abuse disorder. So she put that on the housekeeper, bro. She was like, fuck that shit. And then she said it all leads to her, Segovia allegedly said, telling the agents that the notion occurred to her like a light bulb after the previous Homeland Security interview. She also claimed the housekeeper had impersonated her on WhatsApp, which had been used to facilitate the deals, and was able to do so because she knows so much about me, according to the complaint. She said she was reluctant to throw the housekeeper to the wolves, but told the agents she wanted to be honest with them. So she snitched, bro. She tried to put the case on somebody else instead of just being like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she let them see the WhatsApp. So she did this to herself, man. She got herself indicted, man. This is the version of R. Kelly going on Gail's show just to get himself indicted. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I want to talk about this, but truth of the matter is, she ain't even selling enough drugs to make me feel a certain type of way about it. Let's go.
I, personally, with that story, man, I'm looking at it. All right, there's no more echo, so that's good.
It's gonna come back.
But yeah, whatever the hell it was that she did, you know what I mean? I'm thinking that she had more because she was able to move that way. They ain't finding certain things. Either that or they're holding it off for something later to play a different card, bro. Straight up, because them numbers don't make up. You know, and I was even breaking down to see how many doses, because you know me, man, I start going deep. I'm looking at the doses and just off of like standards and shit, that 1.5 is only roughly what 9.K lethal doses. So if that's lethal doses, you figure what is lethal. That's still 9.5K. Even if you broke that down as like fuck what $30, 9.5K, that ain't enough to be risking your fucking career.
I agree. I don't think that that was her intent to risk her career. I think it just went down like that. So the next story is the Don. Shout out to the Don, man. Trump
Oh
23,
shit. The orange man.
30 indictments. How do you get 30 indictments off paying for some pussy? I can't think of 30 ways that you can get indicted for $40 worth of pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, they balked it at first, man. Remember a couple weeks ago, they balked it. Dude said that they were gonna. He was ready to go in and shit, ready for the perp walk. On Tuesday, he called it. They had all the fucking police there, and then bang, they pulled back. I'm thinking this is more political show, man.
It
To be
is.
honest,
It's to scare people. See, they think like girls, so everything they think is backwards, right? By the way, they say yours is echoing. So go into the settings and put the echo cancellation on. So this is what they thought. They thought that if they indicted Trump, it would make him look like a criminal. And if he plea bargain, he can't be a president because you can't be a felon and a president. But instead, he's fighting it because he already knows what it's about. And it just makes him look bigger because they like, yo, why are you picking on Trump? Like your son is smoking crack on camera, talking about he stole your money. Like Hunter Biden is really trying to kill his dad's career, and nobody says anything. But they chasing Trump over some pussy, which ain't the first time they chased Clinton over some pussy too. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, they trying to make pussy illegal, bro. They are really trying to make pussy illegal. And once they do that, everybody going to aisle 5 because I ain't catching the case for a nut. You know what I mean? Anyway,
dude, this is just fucking banana Republican shit now. This is literally like, dude, once you have this, man, people, well, I'll put it like this. I've been seeing civil war brew for a while, but once you have state prosecutors, okay, that's what it is. That's when the echo starts. The video.
yeah, but gotta do it with the video. So we're gonna look at the video, then I'm gonna turn off the share so you don't echo. So let's check out the video real quick, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss it. Apparently, videos work better with volume, so we're gonna try that. Yo, he looked like he was a mafia member back in the 1940s, bro. He looked like Luca Brasi, bro. He looked just like Luca on
Joining us
Godfather.
now, Joe Tacopina, one of the attorneys representing Donald Trump. Mr. Tacopina, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah.
What was the president's reaction when told by his lawyers of this indictment?
You know, despite all the scuttlebutt and rumors and whatnot, we believed and hoped that rule of law would have prevailed. So he initially was shocked. After he got over that, he put a notch on his belt, and he decided we have to fight now, and he got into a typical Donald Trump posture where he's ready to be combative on something that he believes is an injustice. His knees don't buckle, Savannah, so I think he's now in the posture that he's ready to fight this.
Have you been told anything about when this indictment may be unsealed and you and the rest of the public will have a look at what these charges actually are?
You know, not definitively, Savannah. We're talking about early next week, but that day hasn't been set yet. Likely Tuesday, but again, that's still to be determined.
Have you been told anything about the nature of the charges in this indictment?
No, I mean, specifically, no. We don't know how many counts. We don't know what the actual charges are, but we do know it centers around a legal, very common confidentiality agreement that was signed years and years ago.
Let's come back to this. He said he didn't know how many.
With Stormy Daniels, and between her attorneys and Michael Cohen, those were the parties to the.
He said he didn't know how many cases he was filing. They right here says he's about to get 30 counts, so they know if he don't know, and that's crazy, right? Let's check this out. Exact charges unknown. Anyway, let's see if we can get down there. Trump also faces federal and state investigations since efforts to overturn the 2020 election, which have been gaining steam. The feds are also investigating Trump's role in the discovery of hundreds of documents with classified markings at his Florida home. But if they try to get Trump for that, then they got to get Biden for that. So that's. New York criminal case centers on more than $250,000 paid ahead of the 2016 election to two women, including an adult film star Stormy Daniels, to remain quiet about affairs he allegedly had with them. Prosecutors are expected to say Trump tried to illegally hide the payments. You know what's so crazy about this? What married man doesn't try to hide his goddamn infidelity, bro? That is a common. Remember when Trump ran against Hillary and he had all of Bill's mistresses in a row? He flew them all out to be in the front row at the Hillary Donald debate. Nobody said shit. Bill Clinton got a half black baby from fucking a black chick in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say shit about dudes getting pussy, man. So now you sitting here, you know what? That's a whole different twist, Dave. That's a whole different twist. So now they sitting here and talking about a man can't pay for pussy and try to shut up his. Bro, this has nothing to do with money unless they saying that pussy is currency, nigga. That's the only way. How is it illegal to give a bitch money? All these bitches do is beg for money online, getting flued out and shit. How in the fuck are they locking up niggas over pussy payments, man? This shit is bananas, bro. This shit is crazy. Cowan is not a government star witness. Prosecutors are expected to allege that Trump falsified biz records to cover up payments to Daniels and McDougal, which they're expected to say amounted to illegal campaign expenditures. Not really. Let's go back up here and we're gonna talk about this. Let's finish this video up and then we're gonna chop this up because
confidentiality agreement. So it's nothing more than that, which is really what makes this shocking. This is a historic case, a monumental case, a case that will have wide-reaching ramifications. And it really, today, I feel very concerned about the rule of law in this country because
I got to make it smaller because it keeps jumping. Hold on.
Endangers the rule of law for all Americans. Today it's Donald Trump. Tomorrow it's a Democrat. The day after it's, I don't know, your friend. The day after that it's you or me. And that's what concerns me. When a prosecutor can use the law and the system to go after a political opponent, it's something that frightens me.
Well, we don't yet know, in fairness, what these charges are and what the substance is behind them. There is a report that there are 30 plus charges. What do you make of that number, if it's correct?
If it's correct.
Yo, hit mute real quick, Lo, because I hear doubling up on your side. I do hear it. Hit mute real quick.
I've been headed on you, bro.
I don't know why it's double.
It means they've taken each transaction, each check, each payment, each entry, and made it a separate charge. I still think it's going to all rise and fall on the issue of this settlement agreement, a very legal, very common settlement agreement, and how it applies to campaign finance laws, Savannah. Remember, that's where we are here. The only other precedent that's even remotely close is the John Edwards case, which was prosecuted by federal authorities because it was a federal election. It was prosecuted because there was a donor involved as opposed to using personal funds like here. And in that case, the Justice Department ultimately dismissed that case when they couldn't get a conviction. And that was federal prosecutors who, in this case, turned this down. The FEC, the Federal Election Committee, I've spoken to chairmen there. They turned this down. They said there is no crime. Yet, somehow a state prosecutor who doesn't even have jurisdiction over the federal elections is prosecuting a case. It makes it obvious as to why, and it's very concerning.
Well, and again, we don't yet know what the legal theory is, but there is, of course, wide speculation that campaign finance may be what brings it into the realm of a felony conviction. This has to do with falsification of business records, and I know we don't have at the time or the facts to litigate it here, but one point of clarification. Right. I wonder if you can clear it up for me. These legal services, this all centers around these payments that were made to Stormy Daniels being called legal services and whether that was true or not. Here's my question. Where on the books of the Trump organization was that written? Did it ever go to any third party, or was this just strictly internal business records?
Savannah, that's really a great question. It's actually, I think, the first time I've been asked that in the last month. That's the point. They were internal business records. They were not filed. Look, there was no tax deduction taken here, which initially was the theory of this case when they put it in the grand jury 2 years ago. No tax deduction taken. And secondly, there was no obligation to file this with the FEC. If there were, that would be a different story. Can you imagine if Donald Trump paid for this settlement agreement with campaign funds, alleging it was part of a, something to enhance the campaign or help the campaign? They would be baying for his scalp this morning.
Business records, I just want to make sure we're clear clear as day. Whether it's campaign finance or anything, these business records were solely internally, only for the Trump organization. No IRS, no third party, no insurance company. No one else on the outside of the Trump organization ever relied on these records that were called falsely legal services.
I wouldn't say falsely, but that's another issue we can debate later if you'd like, or right now. But yes, the answer to your initial question is you are correct. No one else relied on them.
Yo, before we step into another minute of this, man.
No one else had to rely on them. This was a personal resolution.
Yo, we go. Yo, let's skip it too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, this is the part that kills me, right? All right, you got something that they're trying to push as a felony. Okay, you're trying to push this as a felony from a state level now, right? Because you're trying to get it bubbling up to the federal level. That's what they're trying to do. You're fucking around, and see, I think his lawyer's on some fuck shit. Because I think what happened is his lawyer said, I don't want to deal with the bullshit. Let's pay this broad off, right? He did that and said, instead of me going to and telling everybody above board, you fuck around and you just bill this dude a little extra. He don't give a fuck. You're his lawyer all the time. Probably got him on retainer. You know what I mean? That's just the simple solution. Like, look, dude already copped out to some bullshit saying he was fudging his books. You know what I mean? So it just, to me, it seems like what's going on right now is some fucking Banana Republic shit. And depending on whether you have a D or an R, you're going after your political opponent, period. You know, and I hate to bring up, but what ifs? Because what if it was fucking one of his kids and it was Hunter Biden doing it? Not, you know what I'm saying, the Hunter Biden deal.
I mean,
But I
but all those things are what ifs, because if they're talking about Trump had government files in his house in Florida, Biden just got caught with government files in his garage.
bingo.
You feel what I'm saying?
Where his crackhead kid was paying fucking like, what was it, like 10, 20 grand a month. He was paying all types of money, which seems to be payments to his dad for his deals, because he was paying overpriced for those fucking the property that he was staying at, which just
Hold
so
on.
happened to have the documents in the garage.
And we'll talk about the $4 million payment too. Shout out to Raheem for the $10 cash app. He said, "Don't use your government name." That's hilarious. Gratitude, sir. Look, check this out. Here's my thing. When you make coochie illegal, because that's where we are right now. Pussy is illegal. If you bust a nut in pussy, you pay. If you don't bust a nut in pussy, you pay. If you look at a girl, you pay. You know what I'm saying? If she has a dream at 2 a.m. that you looked at her, you go to jail and you have to prove that she didn't dream about you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're looking at a multimillionaire. He's a billionaire now, right? You're looking at a multimillionaire that spent $250,000 on some pussy, which is crazy. That's crazy.
That
A
just
quarter
shows
mil,
you how long his bread is, bro.
but you spent $250,000 on 2 pieces of trim, and then her toddler instinct kicked in and said, "Yo,
I'm gonna destroy his life."
and she testified against this man after she got the money. So the whole confidentiality agreement is like the fuck.
That's what his lawyer was talking about. This is a simple negotiation between two parties, not to say nothing. You know, and what it sounds like to me, because your man put up a good point there that he's a germaphobe. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't stick his thing in and he was just watching two girls get down.
I can see that. I can see that. You talking about a man who was president for 4 years and never ate the food at the White House because he thought they was trying to poison him. Ate McDonald's every day. That's what we talking about, right? And now you telling us, because how many things you spend $250,000 on? Like people buy rappers buy cars that cost $250,000. They don't get them indicted.
Flying out Instagram models, fam.
Flying out Instagram models and putting them down as models for a video. So they paying the bitch, never put in a video and saying, "Man, we flew her out to be in the video, but we didn't need her, but we still gave her compensation."
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, it's all dude. It's all fucking Banana Republic shit, bro. Straight
Yo,
up,
this is kangaroo court, man. This is kangaroo
dude.
court.
Dude, it's gonna and watch that perp walk, bro. That perp walk's gonna be crazy. You ever see them pictures where they fucking Photoshop a bunch of tattoos on them and shit? Yeah, dude.
I ain't seen that one.
Oh, bro, I gotta send you a picture of it. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, there's gonna be T-shirts about his fucking mugshot, bro. You know, it's gonna galvanize the bases so hard that, man, dude, I'm join Patton.
Join Papam. Speaking of that, join Papam for real, man. Join Papam. Go to the Papam members page on Facebook, man. Join us, man. We got cool videos and shit.
Oh yeah.
He be playing with his guns and shit. It'd be fun.
Events coming soon.
Yeah, events coming soon. Dave says that Donald Trump is setting precedent like a mug. I disagree, sir. I totally disagree with that. I think, if anything, the precedent was Bill Clinton with the whole Monica Lewinsky thing, and then 6 other chicks popping up out the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? They tried to impeach Clinton over some pussy, right? And this is the precedent then, and we're talking 1994. But and I understand the times are different now because they didn't let the GDs in the dough. And when I say the GDs, this case, I mean the gays and it got them at the Dems. But The world went against that then. Like, yo, he was paying for pussy. How you gonna get him for having sex with his secretary? I endorse having sex with your secretary, right? So the whole thing
But
with
Monica wasn't doing it right.
no, Monica never snitched on him. That ugly ass bitch Linda Tripp snitched on him.
Oh, she got in her ear.
Yeah, all Monica did was like Monica told Linda like,
I'm sucking the dick of the president.
and Linda was like, oh shit, hold my beer, I'm snitching. Linda got him indicted because she was in her toddler programming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she had like the dress with the
With the
the
stain on it.
mango.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the man chowder on it. Talking about some don't wash it.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. White people need to wash clothes, but like don't wash. So now she got this cum stain, and you know now I think about it, Monica didn't do it right. She's supposed to swallow that. It shouldn't have been no evidence. She's supposed to swallow that. She's not supposed to spit.
She wasn't a keeper.
She wasn't a keeper. She wasn't a keeper, man.
Oh man, but yeah, man, that shit just right there, man. I look at that and I say to myself, it's gonna go crazy because, like, okay, this might lead into the next story. Can we move to the next story? Because this right here got me a certain way. You know.
Let's go.
All right, so to me, it's like this, right? Every time there's a motherfucking shooter, right? If it doesn't fit the narrative of dividing people, they decide things under the rug. And this pissed me off. Let it roll, bro.
Every death is a tragedy, y'all. It's 7 lives.
I'd say there were 7 victims here.
Yep.
Now, to give that context, right? They're throwing up 7 fingers for 7 people that died in Tennessee, and they're including the piece of shit that killed them.
Oh,
Where the fuck they do that at?
That's how they got 7, man. That's how they got 7. Because I knew that the girl who transitioned into another girl, which is great. That's not how tranny works at all, man. But the girl that transitioned to another girl to go into that Catholic school and deleted 6 people. Excuse me.
Hold on,
6
pause. After she turned down another target because it had armed security. But let's continue.
Let's continue. So after she did the deed, now they're counting her as one of the tragedies of
and see, that's the thing, you know, it's funny how they didn't bring out the manifesto, you know, but every time it's somebody, let's just say that fits the agenda of, you know, I'm gonna say it straight out, man. If it was a white person and they said anything that remotely seemed racist, they would be deemed a white supremacist, and this would have been on the news, and it would have been racism in America and white supremacy in America, bro. But for some reason, she has certain boxes checked, and we can't even hear her manifesto.
because they don't do that to black people. And all women are black. I keep telling y'all that. All women and all gays are black. Karen is a new black, gay is a new black. She's protected under the blackness. So
and then they blame the victims, okay, because of whatever, right? Because it's funny how, again, she's on her little path and she decides to hit up a Catholic school or Christian school.
I don't think they blaming the victim, bro. I don't.
Bro, okay, look, man. If a motherfucker went lit up a fucking party and then coming outside, the police lit them up, okay, there wouldn't be sitting there talking. They wouldn't especially the mainstream media, they would not be pushing it like this, bro.
I will say this, bro.
They wouldn't be putting it under the rug like this, bro.
First comment, bro. They mirror what you're saying, bro. It says 6 victims, 1 perpetrator. While the perp may have been a quote unquote victim in some form or another, to put it on the same level and platform as those it killed is blasphemy. Shout out to that, man. These people are disgusting. Guard your hearts and minds and your children. If you don't, no one else will. Well, at least no one in your present day government. And all these people are saying the same thing you're saying. Even acknowledging the death of this monster with victims is disgusting. Like there's a common sentiment, not sentiment. There's a common sentiment that you had that you should. I didn't know. I thought it was a whole different incident, and 7 other people
Oh
lost.
no, oh no, they're calling this piece of shit a fucking victim. You know, and I'm sorry. Look, man, I don't look, man. I believe in my gun rights. I believe, you know, you're gonna sit there and her mother was a gun right, a gun control advocate. She was, you know, dealing with whatever, and she was able to pass the background checks. You're fucking telling me that you got all those fucking barriers, and you become a shooter, and you're gonna blame guns instead of maybe your fucking mental state? The mental state that made you that fucking confused to fucking bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, and it's no disrespect to nobody who choose to live whatever, but at a certain point, if you're that fucked up, man, and nah, man, don't put you in the same pool as the people who you murdered, bro. Nah, that's not cool. That's not cool, man. You know, and that goes into the whole, you know, this fool's talking about taking more guns and woo woo. Man, I need more guns. This bitch had a Keltec. She didn't have a fucking, and see, he's saying it was an assault weapon. Yeah, she had one strapped up, but she used the Keltec, which is a 9mm carbine. You know what I mean? It just, these fools are crazy, man. They don't get it. They don't get it. You're gonna sit there and continue, man. I need to hit this vape for a second, bro. I'm hot. I'm heated, bro.
Look, man. At the end of the day, bro, only men can be monsters. You gotta understand that, right? Women have to be victims in some form or another, even when they are the offenders. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it works. It's just how it works, bro. Um,
You know, and like I said, I want to see the manifesto. I want to see the mentality that this person was in, just like I want to see any fucking crazy motherfucker's manifesto. Because me, I think of it and I look at it at a psychological level. You know, yeah, okay. You know, I'm not saying that everybody's crazy, but you find out somebody's crazy and you can maybe move it over. Exactly. MK Ultra. Bang. Shout out to Dave. Dave hit it on the head. And then they've got these people actually sitting there protesting on their behalf. That is the sickest shit. That just makes me fucking like really? Y'all motherfuckers need to be put in a fucking padded room as well. To even think that's cool. You know, I'm not you know, if it was a Christian that went and shot up a fucking LGBT or whatever marginalized group, they would have checked everything, man, and it would have been out there in public view, man. And my question is why? Because it doesn't fit your narrative. Because now you're seeing your derangement actually to fruition. They had some on Saturday. There was some group that was going to do a day of rage, you know, but they canceled it, which, you know, it could have been, I don't know if it was in part and partial to what happened or if it was just happenstance, but think about that, man. Like if that was anything other than that community, people would be calling them domestic terrorists, man.
I still call them that, but I've been calling Tyler's domestic terrorist for 15 years and nobody listens to me.
Just sad, bro.
You're looking at a community, right, that nobody messes with, right? They don't really have a natural predator, but then they reach out and try to find an enemy, right? It's like it's like a child, you know what I'm saying? Or a bitter wife. They- You're chilling, playing a video game, and they're saying
Me don't play video games.
and throw water on your shit because you're enjoying your life without paying them any attention. And then have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to believe that everybody's paying them attention like they're on our minds 24/7 and everybody's plotting against them. So
Dude,
they
I don't.
manufacture a plot against you.
I don't. We don't care. See, that's the thing, man. I don't care what you like. You know what I'm saying? Just don't push it on me, and don't make it to where my kids got to question fucking reality.
I get that. So thank you for saying reality, because they all have their little, imaginary friends. That's what toddlers do, right? So in this particular situation, you're looking at the perpetrator, because I'm not there. I don't know how they made number seven. The perpetrator, 28 years old, no friends, no lover, just a bunch of cats in their imagination. And in their imagination, they don't have a friend or a lover, and it's everybody else's fault.
It's the opposite of an incel. It's like, dude, the polarization is fucking nuts right now. Fucking nuts. You know? But see, they're only showing the fringe on the right, which is scary. You know? They're only prosecuting the right on some shit because the left is in charge. But see, the pendulum always swings, and that's the scary part, man. You ever heard of Pinochet? He was the dude that decided that communists were so bad he started throwing them off of helicopters.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, yeah. If we can't find a middle ground, man, it's gonna some. There's gonna be something, and that's scary, bro. I want my kids to have running water and fucking and electricity, bro.
The crazy thing is, once again, to go back to the Roman, because everybody's been saying that this is how Rome fell for years, right? When people started taking, this is actually related. We were supposed to talk about this, but we didn't. When people start taking the Roman currency and exchanging it with their own currency, which is what's happening in Uganda. It's happening. Like the United States is hoping like hell that the United Arab Emirates don't get off the dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we're fighting a motherfucking civil war in the midst of a world war. It's nuts.
Right. So the United Nations indicted Putin, knowing that they can't arrest Putin, but that's what they did because now they can say he's doing war crimes in a nation that's not part of the United Nations. Right. So that means that in their own auspice, like all Americans, they don't respect their treaties, right? So you're just gonna take up for anybody willy nilly. Then, in addition to that, countries are going to the bricks like crazy because they don't like the way America intrudes on their individual
Their sovereignty.
their sovereignty.
You know,
You're not
oh dude, like we were talking, like we had on the potential. Well, this will go into it, man. Let's just talk a little bit about it, man. Where what's her name? Kamala Harris was talking with the African leader, and
yeah,
they
you
and
got
they threw, and they threw that the question regarding uh alphabet rights over in Africa, you know, and to me it was a gotcha moment, but at the same time you wouldn't have said that shit in front of Xi Jinping.
they did that to South Africa, they did that to Kenya. Obama went to Kenya and Kenya kicked him out, was like, yo, bro, fuck your little rice. We don't need that damn rice out the goddamn plane. You're not gonna
And I may not agree with it, but here's the deal. I believe in sovereign land. I believe that my borders are my borders, and what the fuck you got to tell me when you're over there eating some fucking weird shit? You
what
know what
I
I'm saying?
what I do on my home is my business.
Period.
So the United States is intruding on with the weakest military we've ever had, by the way. Greatest technology, but China has technology. Russia has technology.
Our support interior is fucked. How many
It's
people
fucked.
really want to go out and fight for this country right now, man? You know?
I'll do you one better. For all the country boys that do want to fight for this country, the rednecks love
Mhm.
guns.
Oh hell yeah.
How many got turned away because they have a gay and girl quota?
Or even that. Or even you ever see because of the what's going on, a lot of the higher brass are retiring, which is turning into how would I say, people not re-enlisting.
Right. So you lose, and they're forcing retirement on our contractors. Now I understand that you're 60 years old, but I'm seeing these dudes. These dudes could beat me in a bar fight, bro. This is crazy. Like these dudes are 60, bro, but they're rough and rumble 60. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They're 60.
They never smoke or drink in their life.
Now they 60. I might be able to take them. They 60. I might be able to take them, but I doubt if these 20-year-olds could take these boys. Is weak as shit.
Man, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm looking at this, man, and motherfuckers got to chill out, find a fucking sense of reality, man. Like, like, like right now, it's looking the two people looking at the same screen, and they're getting two different fucking movies, man. And some got to change, man, because at this point, the galvanization has it's almost unreconcilable, man.
You know what makes it two different movies? The narrator. Have you ever watched the game on mute?
Yeah.
I don't like sports on mute. Right? A sport on to me, because I don't really watch sports like that. You know what I'm saying? That I'm older. Actually since I was in my 20s. To go to a high school football game is exciting because you normally know one of the players and you have a personal interest. And then it's other parents there and they're like, yeah. And you eating hot dogs. It's a vibe, right? It's a vibe. But I wouldn't watch high schoolers playing on TV. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're doing without commentary. It takes a Stacey Kane to be like too big, too fast, too strong for you to love Derrick Rose.
Hot sauce.
You know what I'm saying? You need that to love the game. Even and one. You know what I'm saying? Even and one. You know what I mean? You need the announcers like, you know what I'm saying? Give you a nickname.
Well, to get the casual fan, but the person that likes to see somebody shoot a, like for example, I used to love watching Tim Duncan. Everybody thought he was boring as fuck. I loved watching Tim. So goddamn fundamental.
I agree. You love the sport. Most when it comes to politics, most Americans are casual fans. So whoever their narrator is, whether it's Fox News or whether it's MSNBC, they'll see the same story two different ways because of the narrator. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they can't. That's the problem too. Is they can't discern what is injected as opinion opposed to fact. Like we both looked at those two articles about that one woman. You know what I mean? Who's the dirty cop head, right? And
Right.
we were able to discern between those two articles what was going on, even though maybe both of them had bias. That's the difference between people now and, well, basically forever.
So the narration, okay, those two stories, perfect example. Those two stories, one story was a national story and it gave you the basic information, but it lacked nuance, it lacked details. The other one told you how much she got, how many she got over a course of period of time, and then she goes from being a kingpin to a user, really. You feel what
At
I'm
least
saying?
with the numbers they threw at her.
You know what I'm saying? So even with that, you say, okay, there's a mandatory minimum. So you can get up to 20 years, even though most people get 1 to 3 years on probation for shit like that. And then but the up to 20 is because you did it through the mail, right?
Federal.
But you see it and you say, and that's crazy too that she ain't know nobody locally. She in California, they got drugs everywhere. She could have, for what she
He
was
was at the
getting,
border.
for what she yeah, San Jose, she was at the border. For what she got, she could have got from a Mexican, you know what I'm saying, on the street corner, really. She could have met somebody at Dunkin' Donuts and got what she got.
Yeah, but she
You know what I
wanted to
mean?
go. She might have wanted to go straight to the plug.
And she did. And the plug gave her up on some petty shit. So they not even giving a whole list of the people that they were really going after because they got the plug. They making it sound like the queen pen, like, oh, it all stops with her. And it's muddled because she's police, so it makes it a story. But she really ain't.
Oh,
You
it's
know what
more
I'm saying?
to it. Like I had said when we were talking about it, man, it's more to it.
Yeah. Because they didn't even mention the smuggler's name, the connect. It said, man, we were looking for a Indian smuggler, and she was on his WhatsApp, which means a lot of people was on his WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even use WhatsApp, and they just put people on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it gets real dicey. But yo, we gonna shut this one down, man. I
Thanks for
actually,
having me, brother.
yeah, man. Oh, this home, bro. This us, man. Like, I don't even. Next week we're gonna do it even bigger because we're gonna be on Rumble. I'm gonna work out that sound issue so we can be on Rumble, and we gonna, man, it don't stop, bro. So yeah, man, I appreciate you making it all worthwhile, man. I'm gonna do another show on the Dirty Folks channel at at 8 o'clock because I had some shit that I saw last night when I was at my man's crib that pissed me off to the utmost. It didn't even piss me off. You know how you see shit so stupid? You be like, what? And then everybody like, yeah, you like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Cheering on fuckery.
Cheering on fuckery. Tyler's in it. Tyler's in this is their purest form. So I'm gonna do that show at 8 o'clock. But we're gonna tune off this. I gotta make another pot of coffee because you know I can't do my shows without the coffee. And we're gonna make it do what it do. Man, Logan Oak. I like that name, bro. Shout out to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Logan
Yeah,
Oak,
yeah.
man. Yeah, man. We gonna give y'all the news. If y'all got some clips that y'all some information, some news y'all wants to do, y'all can go either inbox me or send it to the comedy report, but I don't never read the comedy report, so y'all better inbox me. And we'll you know what I'm saying, whatever articles y'all got, man, we'll discuss it next week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be the same bad time, probably be a whole different day. But we're gonna recap the week next week. Man, I appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to
Thank you, sir.
wait. I gotta say this before we go. Before I get an outro, I gotta say this. And I say this all the time, by the way. Lo came to me about that Pappum, and I'm piggybacking off him because I have no anyway. I believe and I want to show appreciation to everybody who send us links of national organizations that are already doing something similar on a larger scale and um and information on where we can get our weapons of protection and all type of things, man. I appreciate y'all. We got to be able to take care of ourselves, man. As men, if your job is to provide and protect yourself, man, and protect your brothers. Love your brothers as you love yourself, man. So I'm proud of this bipartisan thing. When he came to me, he was like, "Yo, we gonna do it. It's gonna be the whites and the blacks united with guns." I was like, "Hell yeah, hell yeah."
It wasn't quite like that, but
we gonna find some Asians too, goddamn it. We gonna make it a whole bipartisan,
it's gonna
and
be a crayon box, man, to fight the crayons, bro.
and I don't mind dirty folks being the brand ambassador when I sell out to the conservatives and get all the guns and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm on y'all side, man. Support your boy. Look, we it's getting hectic out here, man. Y'all got to realize who y'all ops are, man. Y'all enemies are y'all enemies, bro. Don't let a logo that y'all don't like because you were raised not to like it. You know what I'm saying? but it's never done anything to you.
The
Why you
boogeyman.
sit here and protect the motherfuckers that fuck up your life every day because you was told that that's your team? I'm from Chicago. Locust from Chicago. We were raised our whole lives. Not me though, because I wasn't going. I wasn't going. But we were supposed to be raised our whole lives to be Cubs fans. Called them the lovable losers. That is literally what they call, right? The lovable losers. We were raised to love losers. The one time the Bears won in 1985, niggas is still talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Hey, this year's gonna be better.
See, optimism. Optimism. See, that's how things get set up, bro. I'm about to be like Mineral Mitch. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna go against the Bears every game on FanDuel and see if I can win. You know what I'm saying? Because I need some money. So I'm about to be a FanDuel dude. I done seen too many dudes making $3,000-$4,000 a week with $30 investments on FanDuel. I need in. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, you know, we gonna get that popping. This ain't no sports channel though. So I'm not trying to make any sports content, but my cousin came through and my cousin used to play pro ball, right? No motherfucker couldn't quit smoking weed, so he got kicked out the NBA. But he was overseas. So all the college players know each other. You know what I'm saying? That's your alum, all type of shit. All hoopers know each other. So he has personal interest. Here's some insider shit. Just think about you get a text from your mans, right? That you went to college with, right? Or your alum. And they say, yo, man, I need you to score 20 tonight. I bet on you on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that they doing to get their bread. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy my cousin. I'm gonna text that motherfucker every 3 days, like, yo, who should I bet on, my nigga? And goddamn it, man, I need some of that bread, bro.
On homework, huh?
I ain't doing no homework. I'm cheat sheet, man. Here's my cliff notes. This nigga's paying his child support off that shit. I need in, man.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a gambling person, bro. I'm sorry.
Man, look, I got $15 on whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If I gotta smoke cigarettes every day, nigga, they $15. I could put a pack of cigarettes on winning $400 back. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it is what it is, man. As always, man. Any last words?
Nah, man. Just join that Pappin page. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Look on there for events and whatnot. And yeah, it's pretty much also boom. You need to record, you need some beats, you need some engineering. Look me up. Thank you.
Yeah, facts. He did the intro for Welcome to the Daycare, man. That's my man. We got another song we did too, but after I listened to it, my sing was horrible, so I ain't gonna drop it. But you know my last words, as always, man. Love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Dirty folks.